walked into the manager's office and they're like, we've heard about your pies. Wow. And I'm like, oh my word. It's totally.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's.
First off, we've tried your pies.
Oh my. Yeah.
They really are the best. That's the best apple pie I've ever had in my life. I remember the first bite. Very memorable moment. You know those moments where you're like, you remember where you were sitting, where you were facing,
wow,
who was around you. That's how good that was. Very talented. Yeah. So business owner. That business is like, what kind of businesses do you operate?
So I kind of dabbled in businesses before officially getting into the pie business.
Okay, yeah.
And nothing really, like, it was fun. Like it like kind of like itched an itch that I had, type of thing. And it gave me like people skills and stuff like that. And I enjoyed that. And previously it was like makeup and fashion and all of that I was into. And then, but I never really saw something that was like really giving back fully to the family. And it came to a point where, I remember the point where I was just like, Lord, like, I want to do something and I want to create something with my hands. And it just came across as a prayer because I knew I always wanted to be with our children. I knew, like, I went through university. I had amazing career opportunities and stuff like that. But once we were married and we moved to Canada, something just switched in me where I was like, I know I want to be at home with our kids, even though that's so like not what anyone that's close to me has done. Like everyone has their baby and then they put their baby in daycare and they go to work and that's totally fine. And that's what I thought I had to do. But it was just like something was just rubbing the wrong way. I knew I couldn't do that. I was more at peace being at home and taking care of my children. But then it was like, well, as our children grew, and I've seen the giftings that God has placed in them. They're really amazing giftings and talents that I saw big opportunities coming their way and opportunities beyond what our current means would allow. So like worldwide opportunities to go travel, to go train with top elite schools, to go train with ski trips, to do on all these things with their talents. And so I was like, I don't ever want to be at a place where we have to say, no, we can't do that, and I don't want to ever limit what God has put in them. And one thing that Kenneth Copeland stood out to me, what he said years ago, and it just hit me, and has stayed with me as an anchor. He said, your number one responsibility as a parent is when you see that God-given talent that your child has, it's your responsibility to get underneath it and allow it to be everything God has called it to be. And so that's like where I've put our arms up type of thing and said, Lord, we see the talents you've placed in our children. We have 4 children. Our oldest, very talented and gifted in ballet. Our 2 boys right in the middle, very gifted and talented in downhill ski racing, and then our youngest daughter in violin. And we've seen those giftings and talents, and we know they have been directly planted by the Lord. So we put our hands up and we said, Lord, we're going to, like Brother Copeland said, get underneath those talents and allow them to be everything you've called them to be.